I literally just got off the phone with this woman named Marianne Stanton. You can look her up on LinkedIn. Sitting on that couch over there and walked over here and started recording this video. I probably shouldn't even be recording this video. I got a little bit of a cold. I need to pick up my son from school kind of soon. But I had to record this video to share with y'all. Marianne called me. Let's see if I can just pull up. She called me and left a voicemail first.
Add Marianne Stanton, GM Financial. I know you have all the other information. First of all, I wanted to wish you a happy National Day of Encouragement, September 12th. And to tell you what's bringing me joy today is We Go Together, the single that you recommended by Wes Urbanek. It's bringing me joy, energy, and light. And I appreciate all you do and the influence you've had in my life today. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend. Talk soon. Bye.
So if you call my voicemail, it says, I probably already know what information to reach you. I have a smartphone. Just tell me what's bringing you joy right now. I called Marianne back. We ended up chatting for 10 minutes. And I left that call feeling incredibly uplifted in the process. Didn't take a lot of time. And so it inspired me to walk right over here and record this video that I think is going to be framed 2 methods for quick connection. And so one method at this level that Marianne practiced is at the base level. So step number 1, and then I'll share step number 2, which has a really good story behind it. Step number 1, I think sometimes we have forgotten that phones actually call people. So Marianne just called me, right? So Marianne had my phone number because she attended the Connector Summit last year, and as a way of actually practicing what I preach, I went through and called a whole bunch of people who signed up for the Connector Summit last year just to make connections. And Marianne saved my number and a year later reached out. If she texted me any of the things that we talked about in the next 10 minutes, it would have had not like a 1/10th impact, it would have had a 1/100th impact. So just calling someone, even if you only talk to them for 3 minutes, is a profoundly impactful way to make a connection quickly, especially when it's an unscheduled, unplanned call. And there's plenty of critiques of why you might not want to, show up on somebody's phone doorstep and start ringing the doorbell, right? But I think the reason it creates connection now is that it stands out from all the other little blips and dings and beeps that happen in our life. There you go. Okay, story number 2. This one is just a gem. What Marianne practiced, National Encouragement Day, the 10-minute conversation, she called me. Literally, the only intention was just to offer some encouragement and affirmation and to share how my work has impacted her over the last 7 years. And it made me think, when we first published Ask Powerful Questions, when Will and I wrote Ask Powerful Questions and we published it and we were newer authors, I had really looked up to Michael Bungay Stainer, who wrote The Coaching Habit, sold millions of copies. And when we first launched Ask Powerful Questions, the orders that came through the website, at that time, 2016 or so, I was like looking to see who's ordering the book. And Michael Bungay Stainer, the author of The Coaching Habit, ordered a copy of Ask Powerful Questions. I said, So I sent him an email, and he responded, and I'm going to show you this response without revealing his email address. And he responded and signed his email, "You're awesome, and you are doing great, ... And that gave me so much fuel, right? Somebody I looked up to who's encouraging me gave me so much fuel, and it made me realize, the world is loaded with critics critiquing and judgments and opinions shouting. We're a little bit low on encouragement, which is why that note rose above the noise. Now, here's the best part of the story. I emailed Michael years later. Same thing. You're awesome and you're doing great. And then I realized this was an automatic signature. Michael never actually typed that. He doesn't even know if I was doing awesome at the time. But it hit me and it impacted me because I believed that it was true. So I don't know what to make of all of that. But the point here being, in your toolbox of how to actually connect with people, I think humanity, even folks that are at the top and especially folks that are at the bottom and everywhere in between, we could all do with a little bit of encouragement. And so this is me recording this video spontaneously, unedited, with a cold, to just say you're awesome and you're doing great, and the world needs more people on the planet who are contributing rather than critiquing. And so thank you for being a part of the connection section of my work, for using the tools, for reading the books, for subscribing to the YouTube channel, for turning up to the Connector Summit last year, for thinking about it this year, all of that, right? Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. The world needs your work now way, way, way more than ever. Also, what is this? What is this? So if you got my email, very mysterious reveal. The reason that I am like really building this up to be a gigantic, huge one-time live reveal is because I am genuinely the most excited that I have ever been in the last decade to share what I'm going to share with you on September 23rd. It is the culmination of years of really thoughtful articulation and work together. And if you turn up, I can promise that even if all you do is turn up for 45 to 60 minutes live on September 23rd, you will walk away with a perspective that is permanently shifted. You will not be able to see the world and your work in the same way. That is my commitment to you. And so if you're on the fence, like, you will be royally rewarded for showing up live, and I'm not going to offer any other hint, secrets, etc. Now, I think really good leaders acknowledge their failings. Here's my failings. September 23rd is in the middle of Rosh Hashanah. So as many, many, many emails from beautiful, wonderful Jewish friends and subscribers have alerted me to the fact that I've scheduled this in the middle of Rosh Hashanah. And so after the 23rd, I'm going to pick a date, probably the 25th. I'll run an alternative session that will also be open to all my mates in Australia, New Zealand, Asia, time zones that are not compatible with the 23rd event. It'll be a different, lower key kind of Q&A style reveal. So if you're somebody that you're like, I really want to be there on the 23rd, it's the thing, but you can't be, keep an eye out, because I'll probably try to send that out sometime after the 23rd happens. Future of engagement. Should really go. Okay. Keep doing awesome work, or you're awesome and you're doing great.